everybody. Welcome to the Women Own Business blog video edition, the first of its kind. We've always done a blog post featuring women-owned business here in Brooklyn. And for 2022, we are going to be taking it on to video to help promote and feature other women-owned businesses here in Brooklyn that I love and want to support. And so there is no better person than the first person to be part of this than my friend, Amy Van Doran, matchmaker to extraordinary people. Welcome, Amy.
Thanks for having me, Victoria. Yeah, it's been such an honor getting to know you as a friend. And I'm so thankful that I got to be a part of your love journey. And I'm really excited because this is the first time that anyone with their human face has gone on record and said that I was their matchmaker. So thank you for that.
You're very welcome. So about 6 years ago, I worked with Amy because I had a lot of other things worked out in my life. My business was doing great. I had finished grad school. I owned my own home, and things were just going really swimmingly. And I really wanted to find my life partner. And so I did a lot, like anything, I take things very seriously and dove deep and read a lot of books and articles and did a lot of self-improvement and thought really hard about what I was looking for and what I wanted. And I was still struggling. And so then I realized, just like the services I offer, I needed to reach out to an expert. And so I looked online and there was some very interesting matchmakers that I did find on the internet. But obviously now you can tell because of her choices that Amy was the right person for me to talk to. And so I reached out and engaged with her about her different services, and working with her within 6 months, I met my husband, and now I don't know how long after that we got married. So we will be married 4 years this summer. So I could do some basic math and figure that out. But that is who helped me actually realize that this was the right person for me and helped me figure out how to find this person in my life by working with Amy. So Amy, do you want to talk about the different services you provide and offer to people and what they look like and what you do as a matchmaker?
Yeah. So I've, over the last 14 years, I've interviewed over 10,000 single people. Before COVID, it was all in person. It's my dog. A happy couple got me a dog.
Oh, that's such a good gift. I can't top that. Jeez.
I know. No, but we have friendship with the greatest gift of all. So I've interviewed over 10,000 single people over the last 14 years. And so, part of what my life's work is sort of witnessing people's stories and where they're going and really getting to the heart of what's happening with modern dating. And so but of those, all these interviews that I do, I take on only 16 clients every 6 months. So I can really hyper focus on going on this journey, this love journey with people. And so, we're not working in large volume, but I'm working I just pick people that I adore to be matchmaking clients, people that really inspire me, that are doing great things in the world, that I can free up some of the time that they would be doing searching for their great love, so they can go out and, make cool companies and save the planet. And what are you doing? Oh, okay. So we do dating, coaching, matchmaking. If people just want help with their photographs and their online dating, we have people that can help them with that. So I come up with a strategy on how to help people achieve their romantic goals.
What do you like most about your job?
My favorite part about the job is all the happy couples that I get to see coming into their highest self and making sweet little babies and doing nice things in the world. Actually, I never used to like Christmas, but since becoming a matchmaker, I'm really into Christmas because I love getting all the Christmas cards of the couples.
And seeing all the joy in the world that you've spread. I love that too.
All the joy. Yeah.
Yeah. I get a lot of holiday cards as well. Being like, here's our growing family. Look, this is the home we're in. You made this happen. It's so heartwarming. I just love seeing that I was part of people's journey to, getting to this better self, their future version of themselves. So tell me since we're about to hit the big V-Day, tell me what Valentine's Day is to you.
Well, so I haven't slept in a very long time because Valentine's Day for matchmakers is like being Santa Claus during Christmas. It is very, very busy here at the Modern Love Club. The opportunity to show people that you're thinking about them and that you care about them, and to, if everyone just like 10% more wanted to be a little bit more loving and a little bit more thoughtful on one day, just 10% more. Like we should be loving every day, but just that little extra. I think that's a beautiful thing. Like you have the opportunity to, you know, pay attention to that person that, you know, maybe no one ever thinks that is thinking about them. And there's, I think it's wonderful. And if you're single, it's a really wonderful thing because you can take this day to hold space to really look at what your romantic goals are and carve out an opportunity to really look at what you need to do so that you can make a higher love possible. But yeah, so I'm all about Valentine's Day.
So now that we've talked about the big V Day and what spreading love and means to you and Valentine's, what is some advice that you have, or one big tip you have for people looking for love?
I think you have to stay open, keep your heart open. I think it's challenging because everything that happens in life is telling you to close the door and shut down. But we all deserve love, and you have to, you know, kind of keep your cab light on so that people know that they can, you know, hail you. And also like be reasonable. The number one reason why, if I'm working with someone, if they're not successful, the number one reason is because they're looking for things that they're not bringing. So make sure that you're, you know, like if you want to like, you know, date someone who's like a quote unquote 10, you should be a 10 too, you know, like really, and you can be 10s in different ways, right? Like, but make sure that you're doing the personal work that's required in order to attract someone that is also of a great high quality.
I really like that advice. What advice do you have for other women-owned businesses?
I think that it's important to talk about money. You know, like we get together with me and my friends, we get together and we talk about our emotions, but we don't talk like strategies. Like you put a group of men together in a room and they talk, you know, they tell each other like what stocks to buy, what to invest in. They're not talking so much about their emotions per se. And so I think getting together and talking about money in a place that's, you know, we don't have to feel shame about it. And then really advocating for and building community to help other women, you know, kind of come up together. And I think that you're an amazing example of someone who is a real community builder, who is, you know, we have that in common.
How has your business evolved?
When I started matchmaking, it was just for like rich older men wanting to date like, you know, young
inappropriate women.
Yeah. And then the internet kind of took off and I was like, well, I guess this project of helping people out is ending, and like the internet's, you know, online dating's free and there's so many people on it. It's definitely over. And I was like, what am I going to do next? And then it ended up getting busier because everyone got so burnt out from the internet. And then COVID came along and I was like, well, I can't do in-person matchmaking anymore. No one's going to want to go on dates. My job's definitely over. I guess I can become like a carpet salesperson or whatever it is I'm supposed to do next. But then it got busier because then people, you know, during the pandemic sat in their apartments by themselves and meditated and figured out that what's really the most important thing is not going on, you know, hundreds of dates and seeing what's next, but rather developing the skill set to have real relationships, because no one wants to be locked in their apartments again. And so I think the biggest thing is you know, me and Emily doing most of our meetings over Zoom. And what's been great about that is that we're able to work with clients all over the world. And I can matchmake someone from Austin with someone from New York, and they can get to know each other in this way where they don't screw it up by getting too drunk or having sex really fast. They get to connect from a heart and mind place first, and then they meet. And so actually, you know, the pandemic has been, I think, one of the greatest things that has happened to love in recent times. So there's some silver linings.
Really appreciate you participating in this conversation with me and giving insight into what you do, and for other women that are interested in love and owning a business. If people are interested in working with you, how would they get in touch with you?
Yeah, I love people and I want everyone to get in contact with me. You can sign up to do an interview, an hour long. And then at the end of the interview, I give you advice on things that you can do to optimize your love life. And we'll put you in the Rolodex to see if you match the client. Or you can sign up to be a possible client if it's a good fit. And that's all at themodernloveclub.com. So check us out there.